Welcome to the Nebulous in Minutes series. Today we are covering how to move through space. It's a 3D game. There's a lot of movement commands, but there's a few key ones to start with. I start with move to position, orbit, and heading. Figure out those three, you'll be good to go. First off, movement to position. Either click the M key or use the menu I just showed. You can move in the flat plane with your mouse. You can move up and down by holding the control key. You can put in waypoints by holding the shift key. Move up, put in another waypoint. Move up, put in another waypoint.
Helm, take us in.
The heading
Standing
command.
by.
We've got our nice ship here with our nicely sloped front armor. Just like a tank game, you want your front armor facing the enemy. So option 1 to do that, click H, manually aim towards the enemy. Option 2, and even better, right click the enemy. Click move, click heading, you'll see it says face track. Click face track. Now your ship is going to turn to move towards that enemy, gets most of your guns facing them, and gets, most importantly, your front armor facing them. The OSP has these broadsider marauder liners. These guns are very powerful, but they do not have much traverse. So with them, you want to use the heading command and aim about 90 degrees from your target. So I'm going to aim a little bit more this way. I am going to give a firing order, and I will see down here the guns are bearing to target. Now they are firing. Next movement command you need to know is the orbit command. So right click, move, orbit. You put in an orbit anchor, and then you put in an orbit circle. This is your orbit path. At long enough ranges, enemy fire will just miss you if you are orbiting. That's called orbit dodging. It's a great way to stay alive because guns only lead in a straight line, so if you're going in a circle, some of the rounds will just miss. Down here at the bottom, we've got a couple movement commands. We have throttle speed.
We're reading you.
And we have maneuver. Maneuver, pretty much always put on evade, helps you avoid incoming fire. Throttle speed, you can go to flank, which is your fastest speed, but damages your engines. You can go to flight quarters. You can only launch craft if you're at flight quarters, and if your velocity vector for your flight deck here is in the green line. So now I can launch a flight, and I have to be at flight quarters for that one. Once the flight is launched, I can go back to flank.
Receiving.
Smaller ships, including shuttles, frigates, and corvettes, have a bonus for flank damage reduction, so you can flank a little bit more on the small ships. They need that flank speed to stay alive. If you have enough damage control, you can flank speed for longer on large ships, but I generally reserve that for getting to capture points in a hurry or trying to get into cover quickly. Craft are much easier to move. You just right click and they move, same waypoints and up and down like we showed earlier. The other command for craft is a context sensitive right click or shift right click to have the craft do certain things depending on what type of craft it is, either attack or designate a target or do whatever, depends on the craft, but it's all based on right click. That is all you need to get started with movement in Nebulous Fleet Command. Thanks very much. Have a good day.